Hi everyone, my name is Xin Renren. My final project for this course is to design water conservation courses for middle school students. The lesson is aimed to give middle school students an in-depth understanding of key water issues in environmental science. This series of course includes many interdisciplinary knowledge and aims to promote environmental literacy by bringing up students' understanding about global water issue, motivate them to make responsible decisions that consider their relationship to natural system and communities. Especially, the course focuses on promoting conversation about how students' food choices and shopping habits have a larger impact on their water consumption than they may realize. In this course, we want students to understand the scarcity of water and its influence on production and life. Also, we want students to understand some governmental management of water. Then we want students to explore facts, types, causes, and effects of water contamination. And we also want students to cultivate interdisciplinary skills to investigate environmental problems in their daily life. Finally, we want students to make informed decisions on the daily water consumption. For the class meetings, the class will be held online. One module lasts for 2 weeks and includes synchronous and asynchronous classes for each week. The synchronous class will be held on Tuesday from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Teacher contact information and office hours are listed in the slides. The semester will be divided into 6 modules. For each module, there will be one critical topic concerning how water is produced, consumed, contaminated, and managed. The course will end in Module 6, which discusses the relationship between water conservation and sustainable development. For the prerequisite of this course, we want students to have basic level comfort in an online environment. For example, we want them to feel comfortable in posting comments, attaching files, uploading videos, and participating in web conferences. For the requirements of this course, students must have a computer with a working web camera, a headset with microphone, and conferencing capabilities. The weekly pattern of this course falls into 2 categories. For week 1, 3, 5, 8, 7, 9, 11, there will be preparation, that is, synchronous modules. We want students to first finish their preparation work and then we'll continue to dive into the synchronous section. And for the rest of the week, that is, asynchronous week, we want students to finish their assignments by performing what they learned into action and projects. In this course, we expect students to complete course preparation before each synchronous class. Then we want students to attend all class sessions and group discussions in the forum. Also, we want students to complete and hand in the assignment punctually. Finally, we want students to carefully read the syllabus. The assignment includes 2 parts. First is the bi-week preparation. The second is bi-week performance assignment, or sometimes will be weekly journal. For the evaluation part, the attendance will take up 20%, the preparation will take 30%, and the completion of performance assignment will take up 50%. We also listed some technical support for students in case they need them to finish their performance assignments or group discussion. And we also have some recommended water website and research paper for the students' reference. After a brief view on a course outline, let's take a deep look into one particular module. I'll use Module 2 as an example. So the topic of Module 2 is water footprint and the calculation of virtual water. This module introduced the concept of water footprints and virtual water. It focuses on the 2 concepts and its association with the foods. Students explore how water footprints are an invaluable tool for identifying patterns of water use so that individuals, business, and even nations can more effectively manage their use of one of the most precious resources on Earth, water. There will be 4 learning objects. First, we want students to define water footprint and virtual water. Then we want students to calculate and compare the consumption of water footprint in different livestock breeding and grain production. Then we want students to describe the relationship of reducing water footprint and economic sustainability. Finally, we want students to design environmental-friendly strategy for reducing virtual water. So this module is linked to NGSS Next Generation Science Standards for 2 subjects, ecosystems and earth and human activities. As I mentioned earlier, there will be both synchronous and asynchronous parts in one module. So in week 3 synchronous module, students will finish the preparation requirements and in-class activities. The preparation falls into 3 parts. We want students to first analyze their water footprint on a website called Water Calculator and reflect with family members on one question that they will find most interesting about the results. So the test is about calculating the daily water use in household. It will help the student to distinguish the concept of indoor, outdoor, and virtual water. After completion of the test, students will share with their question and family reflection in a forum. And finally, students will write and post the difference between indoor water, outdoor water, and virtual water by giving each one an example. And for the in-class activity parts, there will be 4 sessions: model, explore, present, and reflect. For the first activity model, teachers will quickly present the virtual water calculation process of 3 different goods. This will take about 10 minutes. And then students will work in groups to explore key topics related to the water footprint of the food. This is the activity called Explore, and it will take about 25 minutes. And for the third session, each group will present their work to the class, which takes about 15 minutes. And for the last section, each group reflects on consumers' habits and performance for large virtual water consumption. After that, each group will brainstorm the social construct of such influence, either from the commercial advertising, propaganda of certain social groups, or an inherited structure within a household. So for the closing part of the reflection section, each group will come up with strategies that will influence change about food consumption and its large water footprint in their communities. For the week 4 asynchronous module, we want students to focus on their performance. Students are encouraged to design a healthy and water-friendly breakfast recipe for them or their families. First, students will visit the 2 websites provided and explore the water footprint in food production and consumption. Then, students are asked to complete the table for the calculation of water footprint in the breakfast recipe they will go into create. So what they will do is that they will choose items that they consider as a component of breakfast and fill in the column under items. And then they will search a water footprint amount on a website we provided and fill it in a column under amount. Finally, students will visually present the recipe using multimedia tools and save the recipe as a weekly journal in a blogger. We just provided the resource for the multimedia tools. And that's all for my project. Thank you for watching. I will be very grateful if you could leave me any comments, suggestions, anything. Thank you.